Okay, first of all, let's check out our course page here, which is bimklue.teachable.com. So if you search on Google BIMKLUE, you most likely will get into bimklue.teachable.com. Okay, so from our course page here, you will see our course detail and then the list of courses that we have published for you to enroll. Okay, we have electrical, Revit energy cooling load simulation, which is more on energy analysis using Autodesk Insight. Then the swimming pool services, and then this one is the HVAC system. Then this one is the architecture and plumbing, and this is the most recent course that we have published, which is the Revit tutorial on the structure. Okay, this is the student around the world, and then we have a good reviews on our courses. Then this is the details of our courses, and then you can always sign up, subscribe, and get the newsletters from us. Okay, so let's click one of the example on this Revit structure tutorial. So once you get into our course page on Revit structure, then you will see what kind of training that we have provided, and then this is a description, and then this is the list of the courses that we will teaching you. Okay, all are from the scratch, basic to advanced, no experience required. Okay, and we have one-time payment or two-time payment. You can opt your payment terms and start to enroll and learn to Revit now.
Hi everyone, welcome to BIMKLUE Revit tutorial. So in this session, we're going to learn a little bit more about the family editor. Okay, so if you realize I'm using Revit 2024, which is the latest version of this Revit. Okay, so what news in this Revit is basically you can see all the panels items here are changed, improved, beautified. Okay, of course. So canvas theme, we can change canvas theme to black colors, and then we can also change the user interface to the colors of dark. We have dark theme over here. Change to dark, then we click OK, then we will go into more AutoCAD field. Okay, but since years in using the original theme, I more prefer to use back the light theme. Okay. So let's start with the family modeling. We go into new, and then family. We go into, this is the imperial. If you want it to be metric, you go to metric English. Then we start with generic model. Okay, let's open it, and then this is a generic model. So these are the tools of family editor. Okay, we have the geometrical editor, and then we have connectors, and then we can place the components, lines, even text inside your family. So if you are not familiar with families, the families is more like a catalog in AutoCAD. Okay, but it can contain more information to serve as a building information modeling in Revit. So let's start with extrusion. This is the extrusion tool. When you hover your mouse near to the panel, you will get the video guidance showing that what and how this tool is supposed to be used. Okay, so let's start with clicking this extrusion. Then from this modify and create extrusion tool here, you can see the lines tool over here. Then you can use the line tool to create any shape of extrusion that you want. Let's say I want to create, use line tool to create the extrusion shape like this. Here's a rectangle. Then you click finish. Then you can go back to the 3D view, just clicking this small house over here. Then this is your extrusion. Then of course you can drag the lines to drag the blue arrows here to modify the extrusion you want. Okay, then you can change to a shaded view, so it looks gray in color. Okay, and of course you can modify your extrusion height by clicking these properties over here. Let's say I want it to be 1 meter, then the extrusion height will be 1 meter. Extrusion start is the base of the extrusion. If you want it to be start at 500, so the base will be raised up to 500 mm from the base level. So how do we justify that? We can go to the front view. So this is the front view. So this is the base. Reference level 0 is the base, and then you can actually measure the height of this extrusion, which is 1 meter, and then the 500 offset from the base plane. Okay, so this is the usage of the extrusion. Then of course you can create as many extrusion you want. You can also create extrusion over the extrusion. Just click on here to create another extrusion. Let's click finish. And from 3D view you can adjust the extrusion that you want. Okay, so this is the function of extrusion, very brief and general. So we delete this, then we go to the next tool. This is a blend. If you want to create a certain extrusion, like you have a hexagon at the base here, and then you have a circle at the top here, then you can use this tool. So first of all, click on this tool over here. Then first thing we need to do is edit the base of the geometry. So let's say I want a rectangle at the base here, and then when we finish, we not be able to click the green tick because we need to edit the top part of the extrusion. Then when we click the edit top, then we can click on any shape that you want. Let's say I want to create a line over here. Then I want to create a curved lines by clicking this. So when we click finish, then we go back to the 3D view to see the changes here. So this is the blend. Okay, when we drag the blue arrow here, this will be the blend. So we have a rectangle base and then the semicircle top. So this is a function of blend. Of course, you can change the position of the geometry. Let's say I want to move a bit. Then we go to edit top. Then I say I want to move this towards here. Then click finish. Then go back to 3D view. So it will look like this. Then of course you can change the extrusion like this. Okay, so it's quite flexible. So depends on your creativity and your needs. You need to apply the tools that you want to create complicated shapes. That's one. Okay, so we delete that. We go back to here, the reference level. So go back to create. Then this is revolve. We can create a certain shape of revolve. Then we can create the axis of revolve to create the certain cylindrical and or certain shape that follow the revolve path to generate the revolve solid. Okay, so first of all, we're going to click on this revolve, and then we're going to click on the boundary line. Let's say I'm going to create a curved line over here. So this is the boundary lines. So this is the boundary line must be in a closed form. Okay, so the axis line, let's say I want to axis line over here. So what we're going to expect is this one will rotate at the center of this, then we will create a certain shape like donuts. Okay, so we click on finish, then we see the 3D view. So the shape will be like this. Then of course you can change the shape over here. Just click on edit revolve, then you will change the shape. Just delete the shape. So I'm going to draw something like this. click finish, then you go back to 3D view, it will look like this. So when you want to model some sort like screws or some sort like a pump with have not uneven geometrical shape, you can use this Revolve tool. So let's click on edit, then we delete this one. Let's say I want to create a pump, horizontal pump here. You can just draw like this. So this is the pump head of the pump. Like this. Then we can finish the shape like this. Then you must be a close look. So we're going to close this geometry here. Then we click finish. So very quickly, we have a pump body over here. Okay. So let's show you one example. So this is the pump. So with the combination of your skill, you can actually create a lot of shapes, different shapes by using the family editors. Okay. So all of this, none of them download from online or modeling by using family editor. Okay, purely. So you can combine your ideas and creativity to create any shape you want. So far, I've used it and I can create any shapes that I want. So this is a sweep tool. When you click on the sweep tool, let's see the video in the beginning. This is a sweep tool. So you can, first of all, you need to create a path for the solid to sweep. Then you draw your geometry, then it will sweep according to your shape. Okay. So how do we use it? We click on this sweep tool, then we sketch a path. Let's say I want to sketch a path like this. This is the path that I want to sweep along. Okay, then we click finish, then we click on edit profile, then we go to the 3D view to edit the profile. So we can draw lines like this. So this is a shape. So when I click finish and finish again, then it will sweep according to the path. So this is how we use the sweep tool. Okay. So we delete this, then we go to the next tool. So we go to create sweep blend. Okay, sweep blend is very useful if you have two different shapes, then you sweep it, then it will blend together. So this is also quite useful if you have two different shape or the same shape in a different axis. What I mean is the z-axis. Okay, I'm going to show you. So sweep blend. First of all, I sketch a path. Then first thing is I sketch the curved line. Let's say I want to sweep the curve like this. Okay, so this is the path. So I click on finish. Then the first thing is I need to edit the profile number 1. So I click on edit profile. So I go to the front view to edit the profile. Let's say I want to draw a hexagon like this. The second one, I draw a rectangle like this. No, I'm going to finish the first one. Click on finish. Then I edit the profile number 2. Edit profile. Then I start to draw the second profile. This is the rectangle. Finish. Then I click finish. So this is the sweep blend. Okay. So if you realize that Revit allow you to sweep your path along the same axis like this, means that your path, let's say I edit the sweep blend, I sketch path, your path is always at the same reference plane. What I mean is I cannot move this dot over here to the z-axis at the higher path. So it always stick to the 2-dimension plan. Okay, so that's the use of sweep blend coming in now. If I want to move my geometry above here, let's say I finished my path here. As I did the profile number 1, edit profile. This is the geometry that I stick to the origin of the 2 axes here. When I click finish, then I select profile number 2, edit profile. Now I'm going to create a similar shape. Let's say I'm going to create a similar shape. So this time I have my option to move my geometry up to here. So now I have the flexibility of create this sweep according to the movement of X, Y, and Z. So when I click finish, so now you can see a spiral shape like this. So this is also another useful function of the sweep blend. Okay, so void form. If you click on the void, so basically you have the same function over here. So just now the difference is you, instead of create a solid, you will create a void form. So let's say I'm going back to here. Now I create a void extrusion here. I'm going to create one void over here. Then I finish the extrusion. I'll go back to the 3D view. I move my void here. So instead of create a solid form, you will create a void cut through whatever solid that you have drawn over here. Okay, so drag it down so it will cut through your solid. So that's the use of the void form. Okay, so I guess that's all the function of creating geometry inside this family editors. Okay, so if you want to know more about the rest of the tools here, I'm going to explain it further in the next video. Okay, thanks for joining.